Yeah, yeah. Girl, you haven't had a good time in a long time. Cause you've been stuck inside a house raising those kids. But it's Friday, and I just got paid. Ain't no excuse, you can be all late. Plus I've been in these streets all day. Matter of fact, girl, I'm on my way. Pulled up, goddamn girl, look at that body. You already got me bobbing, the top down when we riding. Cause we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin'. There's something about you, yeah. There's something about you. Everybody wants you and I know it. I really want you back, but I can't show it. Seeing in my eye like how you glowing. I'm tryna whip the wheel, but I can't focus. Casamigo got me speeding while we rollin'. Sun shining on our skin, feeling golden. There's something about you. All that laughing, girl, you know you it. About your money and you own it, shit, yeah. There's something about you, yeah. There's something about you. Whether we rollin', smoking, drinking, flying, hoping, you know we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin'. I'm tryna walk the wheel, but I can't focus. Cause I've been in these streets all day. Sun shining on my skin, feeling golden. There's something about you, yeah. There's something about you. Everybody wants you and I know it. There's something about you, yeah. There's something about you. Whether we rollin', smoking, drinking, flying, hoping, you know we keep it poppin', we keep it poppin', we keep whether we rollin', smoking, drinking, flying, hoping.
Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke.
What up? What's up, everybody? It's your man KB, and this is Easy on the Yas podcast. Hold on, yeah. What's poppin'? Okay. All right. So look, we got my man J Dub in the house. Welcome to the Urban Sports Town Hall meeting. We got a couple special guests in the building today. Got my man G Smith from Baltimore, my man D Jones, and also we got the brother Harry Ellaby in the house. I'm gonna have him up here a little later in a few minutes. But y'all know how we do. Hey, everybody in the back, If the vocal is over the music just right, give me a thumbs up. Or do I need to turn the volume down a little bit? What you say? What you say, Jay? Thumbs up. Boom. There it is. There it is. It's playoff weekend. It's playoff weekend. I know y'all fantasies are dead and stinking. Fantasy championship is over with. But if y'all rolling with me, y'all know we picking them parlays every week. And I struck last week. So if y'all listen to what I said and when we gathered here last week, I went on and I told y'all right before we left off, I'm going to play this for. Y'all play this for if you try to win that. If you try to win that. So we got a this show tuned in for you this week. Can't wait. In about 3 more weeks, we're going to be moving over to the bigger platform, but we'll let y'all know that when the ink dries. But right now, I'm going to bring my man J-Dub up. J-Dub, what's good, my nigga?
Hey, man, what's good? It's the second week of the playoffs. We had a wild week last week. You saw Jacksonville come back from 27 points down, so we don't know what's going to happen this week. And as KB said, he listened to us talk last week. He struck on that parlay, and he's going to strike again this week after we finish what we had to say.
Yep. So how was your week this week, Jay? You was good?
Yo, actually, it was great, man. I went to a generational wealth conference over the weekend. It blessed me with foundation wealth for my mind that I'm going to implement and put in my life that's going to help me and my family become millionaires. Gotcha. We all striving for that. Just got a text from a man, Troy. He said he's going to join in the building a little bit. But right now, oh man, he went off the camera. I was about to bring my man Gary up, but I think his camera went down. Okay. I said, G Smith, what it do, baby? What's good?
Hey, what's poppin', man? What up, though?
Ain't nothing, ain't too much. How you doing out there? How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. You know, I make plays.
Right. That's what it is. How was your week, Gary? How was your week?
Awesome. Just staying productive all week. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of BI, man. Want to get some light in here. Yeah,
right.
Care of BI, staying productive, man. Staying out the way. You know what I mean?
Right. So tell the people what you got going on right now. What you got going on out there in the sports world?
Oh, so we just formed a sports agency, Icon Sports, in the building. Icon Sports Group, actually, out of Baltimore, Maryland. Have over 20 years of contract negotiation experience, and marketing experience in our agency. And we're just trying to take it to the next level, starting out of Baltimore.
Awesome, my brother. Awesome, Gary. I like that, man.
Thank you.
All right. Now, are y'all doing what? Football, basketball, baseball, all sports?
So yeah, we doing football, basketball, and baseball. The baseball portion, we got a contract and agent. We still looking for an agent to join our team. Not just any agent though. You know, when you putting teams together, you got to be able to form Voltron. So it's only one head to that. So you got to make sure that everybody knows how to play their part.
Okay. We got my man Jay Bone in the building. Jay, what it do?
What's up?
What's good with you? You will be back there all calm and everything. Did you play that parlay last week? You ain't as happy as we are. You ain't play that parlay, huh?
No, it's not.
What up, Jay? What's up, Jay Bone? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
All right.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Right.
Man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good.
All right.
Nice to meet you, bro.
So, Jay, how was your week this week?
What? The games?
Nah, period. Just your overall week. Your week.
Oh, man, pretty good week, man. I'm in school and stuff. So, busy week on that front. That's got
right.
Locked down. Hitting them books.
What you in school for?
Cybersecurity. I'm in cybersecurity.
Top flight.
Criminal
top
justice.
Security.
I answer for you, man. Criminal justice.
Thank you.
Top flight security. Let me find out. He in school for top flight security. Let me find out.
Days is over, bro. Days is over.
All right. Now, we got another guest in the building. Hey, Brother Harry Ellaby, if you in the building and you ready to come up, turn your camera on so we can see you. All right. And we will get started how we do this. Jay Bone already know. Guy, how we do this. Jay will start with the games and stuff for the week, and then he'll pass it on and get everybody picks and all that good stuff and all the good insight on how they feel about the games that we got going on this week. I want to bring up the brother Harry Ellaby. Let me see if he did. Oh, there you go. What it do? What's up, brother? How you doing today? We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Make sure your volume is up.
Not yet.
Turn the mic on.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Look on the screen. Unmute your mic. All right, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we can hear you now. All right. So how you doing, Harry? Welcome to the platform.
I'm good. I had a pretty good weekend. My grandson just turned 1, so I was out in LA. Just got back in time.
Okay. And when you say in town, where you at? Where you at in the world?
I'm based out of Atlanta right now.
Oh, all right. You down in Atlanta. Yeah. I was down in what was that? Rockmont, Georgia earlier this week. So I was down in that part of Georgia earlier this week. So here we go, fellas. We're gonna go ahead and get started. J-Dub, you want to set it? You want to start it off for us?
I said it. You had a crazy sports weekend last weekend. We had Jacksonville come back for 27 points and win that game. I still do not understand why San Diego Chargers still have him as a coach. I don't know why. It's confusing to me. They fired the offensive coordinator. They fired the quarterback coach. But what about the motherfucking head coach? He should be gone. But let's get into the games anyway, man. I just had to get that off my chest. So, first game on the docket is those Jackson Jaguars going to Kansas City. Doug Peterson said they playing with house money or our money. So they have nothing to lose. So the stage is stacked. So I'm going to pass it to you, Gary. Give me your intake of what you think is going to happen, and then I'm going to work it around and then get back to me, and we'll conclude that.
Okay. Well, from the coach's mentality, we have nothing to lose, right? That means he really don't have a chance. He's trying to psych them out. When you playing against Kansas City, you got to go in there focused, man. This is their 5th time hosting the AFC Championship game. So with that being said, that's continuity, that's consistency, that's not a gimmick. So you better get your shit together going to Kansas City.
So Gary, give me a prediction and let me know what you think the score outcome going to be.
I got Kansas City by a large margin. I think I had them like 34-20, something like that. I got them by a large margin though. What's the spread for that game?
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, they probably cover that by at least 12.
I like it. I'm gonna drop it down to my man Harry. Get you J-Bone next, and then I'm gonna conclude that, and we'll go from there. Man, Harry, let me hear what you got to say about the
Well, Kansas City has all the experience. I don't think that the Jaguars really have a shot in this one. You know, they won their Super Bowl already last week, so I don't think that they'll make much noise. Give me Kansas City by at least 10. They're definitely gonna cover the spread. And as far as Doug Peterson said, I agree with the brother. They don't have a shot.
They don't
have a shot.
Yeah, you can gimmick all you want. You can gimmick all you want, right? This is Patty Mahomes, baby. This is a $500 million guy. You know what I mean? This Patty Mahomes and this Andy Reid. Don't come in there playing. You'll get your head chopped off. Yeah.
That's true. And the fact that they still got a bad taste in their mouth from last year.
Listen, when guys don't got nothing to lose, let's take it to the boxing. They start throwing haymakers, right? And all you got to do is one of them haymakers and counter with the right punch, and it's over.
I agree.
Yeah, so Harry, give me a score. What you think the prediction going to be?
I'm going to go 31-17.
31-17. I like it. So J-Bone, you know how we do this. I'm going to drop it to you, then I'm going to clean it up, and then we're going to go from there.
Okay, did y'all all watch the game with the Jags last week?
Absolutely.
Did y'all turn it off when it was 27-0?
No, I had to keep watching.
Oh, okay. You know, we was texting. I know. Hey. You know, I've been on the Jags train the past 5 weeks, I'll say. I'll say this about the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. For the past 5 or 6 weeks, they basically been playing a playoff game because they had to win every game just to get in. So it's not like they're going to come out here and just roll over. You know, that 27-0, that was the 3rd largest comeback in NFL history, playoff. to be down 27-0 in the playoffs and come back and win the game. Third largest ever. So that showed me something about their quarterback. And most quarterbacks in that situation, you start off the game throwing 4 or 5 picks, would have folded. So right there, let me know he got a little something in him. I credit the coach Doug Peterson for not taking him out, yanking him, and giving him a shot. But now you're going up against the big dogs. So, like we say, an 8.5 point favorite. Okay, yeah, they had their little run. It was nice. Pat Mahomes, he put up over 5,200 yards this year, 41 touchdowns. Kelsey, 110 yards, 1,300 yards.
Real GOAT. Pat Mahomes, real GOAT.
12 touchdowns. They got a week left and a week to prepare for these boys. 8-point spread. I got it 28-21 Chiefs. It might be worse than that, but yeah, I don't think the Chiefs have a problem at all. I do give the Jags props, man, because they could have folded last week.
Yeah, no doubt. So I look at it from this perspective. Trevor Lawrence came out there in his first playoff game, jitters, 4 interceptions, and turnovers galore. He better not come into Kansas City and turn that ball over one time, or it's going to be a downpour. They're going to get blown out of the building.
Yeah.
I just see the situation where Jacksonville back end is not good at all. Their corners and their safety are out of place. The only safe harbor for Jacksonville is that Kansas City is not a team that runs the ball. If Kansas City was a complete team that runs the ball and had Pat Mahomes back there doing his thing, it just would be a washout. But because they don't run the ball and slow down the possessions, that'll give Jacksonville some life. I just see the game being one-sided. Jacksonville's not going to fall down. Doug Peterson, he has some experience with coaching. He did win the Super Bowl in Philly, and he understands Andy Reid. I think they worked together at one point in time, come from the same kind of tree. I got it 34-17, and Kansas City going on, like you said, Gary, to their 5th AFC Championship, playing the winner of Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Hot game.
Hey, KB, what you got to say?
I totally agree.
So it looked like Jacksonville's this when they get off the train right here, it seemed like, right? So they I don't know, they got some fight in them? You think y'all don't think they got no fight in them at all, huh?
They got a little bit fight. I mean, they've been proving this wrong all year. Taz ain't even up here to get his glory on. You know what I mean? But he was the one riding with him. He was the one that was with him all year, right? He had faith in that quarterback.
Taz a Philly man too, so he probably followed Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson is a great coach.
Yeah, Taz like Pitt did. Yeah, see that? I forgot. Yeah, you do know Taz. Yep, Taz and Jay Will all year been screaming the ear. They Eagles fans. So that's been all year up here. So let me say this my thing. This my thing. Kansas City will be able to stop Jacksonville, right?
I mean, that defense is okay. They have trouble on the back end as well to cover. They got a good front four, but their back end is kind of shaky as well. So Jacksonville will have some shots, but they're not going to have enough power.
Now here's the thing with that. Jacksonville having shots, right? Trevor Lawrence is really not a precision quarterback. You got to almost give him the open alley to throw the ball in. Like, he's not going to be one of those accurate guys that's going to make the right read every time he eats you up. He's not really that mobile. He's fast, but he's not quick. So those long strides that he takes in the pocket can get him jammed. He's not going to be able to make his reads like that. So to Kansas City's benefit, Trevor Lawrence is not scary down the field. He's decent, but he's not scary.
They don't throw the ball deep at all. That's why the Chargers had such an advantage in the first half. Once they adjusted, though, it was kind of lights out. But in the beginning, they don't really throw the ball deep. So I think that's going to be good for Kansas City's defense as well.
Yeah. What about Kansas City's DNs, their pass rush? What their pass rush look like?
They got a nice front four. They got a nice front four that can get pressure on Trevor Lawrence.
You know that,
like y'all said. Like y'all said, Jacksonville don't throw the ball deep. And they waiting for that trade they made with Atlanta to get that number 1 guy and slide Christian Kirk over to the number 2 position next year, because they did make that trade at the beginning of the year. People don't remember that because the guy was gambling for Atlanta, so they traded him for a 5th and a 4th round pick. That's going to be a gold ticket for them next year. Trevor Lawrence will have a true number 1, slide Christian Kirk over to the number 2.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley. And slide Christian Kirk over to number 2 and have Evan Ingram at that tight end with ETN in the backfield. They'll have something. For this year, they don't have that, so they don't have no deep threat.
So with that
makes sense. The Tennessee Titans still own that division.
I'm gonna say that score gonna be 31-17 Kansas City.
Yeah.
31-17.
I think right now, I think Tennessee is falling off the map. I think with Tannehill next year, Jacksonville will have the experience because they made the playoff this year, and now coming with more vigor, probably clean up that back end. And Tannehill, I think Tannehill is on a contract, and they're gonna get rid of Tannehill, so they're gonna be looking for a quarterback.
They got one. They got Malik Willis.
Yeah, he not ready though. You saw what he was because they brought Josh Dobbs in there to start the game, and he was sitting there.
Might be starting for him.
Listen. They said that about Jalen Hurts last year. It's just about getting acclimated to the system. Malik Willis will be fine, but that organization is not ready to go get another quarterback when they just spent money on Malik Willis. They're going to bet on Malik Willis because the whole league is going to those dual threat quarterbacks who can make reads and throw the ball downfield. So, but I think how they are built, they need to be getting another running back because Derrick Henry ain't going to be able to do this for so much longer.
Yeah, they're going to wear him out in a couple years, man.
Yeah, this is the NFL. This is the NFL. And them guys, defense adjust. That's what they do the most. I can't wait till we talk about Lamar Jackson in that aspect because I'm going to share some things. But defense is adjust, man.
Yeah, see, I think it's different than Jalen Hurts last year, though, Gary, because Jalen Hurts played and Malik Willis didn't play. Jalen Hurts took a team.
It is different in that aspect.
Yeah. He took a team that nobody had any kind of that they didn't know what was going to happen. They started off rough, and he took them to the playoffs. And now Jalen Hurts made the transformation because they went out and got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. They put their investment in him and put those weapons around him. And people forgot he was at Oklahoma and he could throw that ball. They just all remember the Alabama Jalen Hurts. They don't remember the Oklahoma Jalen Hurts.
Listen, I seen Jalen Hurts in high school, right? So he a winner, and that's what he do.
Exactly.
But nevertheless, when you talk about, it's definitely not the same situation, right? But I'm just saying people had their doubts about Jalen Hurts, and here he comes back with almost an MVP season. All Malik Willis needs is a chip in the chair if y'all play poker. That's all he needs is a shot. So if Malik Willis gets a shot to run that offense the way he will, he's going to show you the same thing that Jalen Hurts showed you. I'm a quarterback. I can play in this league. The way they're built is play action, run the ball, play action, make mid-level throws. They don't really go down the field.
It's pro style, right.
Yeah, it's all pro style. It's old school. I just think they need to secure another running back because Derrick Henry may not be able to do what he's doing for a long time.
Well, they're going to have to tweak the offense as well.
And they got to tweak their offense because defenses adjust. See, the way they set up, they ain't surprised nobody, but they overwhelmed people the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. That's over now. That's over. They're not even here right now. I don't even know why we're talking about Tennessee. Why are we talking about that?
They lost. They had to lose 5 straight in order for Jackson. I mean,
so that's over. Yeah, I don't know why we spent so much time on them.
Yeah,
but when you talking sports, right? When you talking like future picks and guys that's waiting in the wings for their shot, you got to know what you're looking at. I evaluated Malik Willis coming out of college, right? Malik Willis was a Power 5 quarterback.
Wasn't he at Auburn?
He was at Auburn.
Okay, and then he
Was that
went to
all?
Liberty.
And he went to Liberty.
Okay,
He went to Liberty, right?
okay.
But you know how they say you can make a jump shot, you can make a jump shot. It's go 10 foot everywhere.
Okay.
So Malik can play. He can play football. System. It's about the systems. We lost
Always.
a lot of quarterbacks to these guys who don't understand how to manipulate the talent to fit their system or to create a system around guys. You know, a guy like what's my man name? Broke all the records at Houston. Quarterback from out of Houston.
What year?
How 4 years ago? He broke all their passing records.
Are you talking about Deshaun Watson? Deshaun
Oh,
Watson.
Watson.
No, college, Houston
Talking about
College.
Houston University of Houston.
Oh, University.
Not Andre Ware. You talking about more recently?
No, Kellen Moore. So Kellen
yeah.
Moore. Kellen Moore was a prolific passer in college. Right? Why he
Okay.
stopped playing in the NFL? Because the NFL didn't fit into the right system. So a lot of these coordinators and GMs, sometimes they know what they're looking at, and then sometimes they try to fit a circle into a square. So you got to be willing to adjust your system to fit the right player. And a lot of times, offensive coordinators try to kind of fit anybody into their scheme.
Right. Yeah, a lot of these guys are system quarterbacks too.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is a prolific passer. He broke every record at Houston. Every passing record at Houston, he broke it. Passing touchdown, he led the nation in yards when he came out of school. You telling me that doesn't translate to the NFL?
It's about the system. Like Josh Rosen came out highly touted.
The
You
system
can't find
always
Josh
takes
Rosen
a lot of
anywhere.
things. You know, the
It's
system.
about the system. That's what I'm
Did the
saying.
guy Kelly get drafted? Did the guy from Houston get drafted?
Kellen Moore, no, he wasn't drafted.
So where is he now?
I think he's an OC. I think he's an OC in Dallas, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the guy in Dallas.
Yeah, the guy in Dallas.
Yep.
All right. So next game is Dallas the next game.
Let's talk about Dallas. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh, good discussion, guys. The final of Saturday night. Final game of Saturday night. We got the Giants going to Philly for a divisional game, playoff game. We had Danny Dimes throwing for 300 yards against a terrible Minnesota defense. They had played Minnesota like 3 weeks before and needed a 60-yard field goal. I give Brian Daboll all the credit. He did a hell of.
I think your mic went mute.
Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. Yeah, I said Daniel Jones is not going to throw for 300 yards again. But I put it to you, Harry, first, and then I'll switch the order up. Let you go first. Tell me about this game, brother.
This will be a tricky one because it's a division rival game. Usually division rival games, both teams know exactly what they're getting, so there's no guessing around. I still think the Eagles are better than the Giants. They are better in most of their skill position areas, and also that wild card, Jalen Hurts. You just don't know, so it's hard to defend against him. I'm going to pick the Eagles 24-14. And I also think that the Eagles are probably the best team in the playoffs right now, the most balanced team as well.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that. So I'm going to go to you next, J-Bone, and then I'm going to go to you, Gary, last.
Okay, Daniel Jones, I think he did something that I think he was the first quarterback to do this in the playoffs. The first quarterback with 300 yards passing, 70 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns in a playoff game. Barkley, I was impressed with him, man. He looked healthy. I mean, he looked really healthy. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. I think he had over 50 receiving and rushing yards. But like you said, Harry, when you got these divisional games, man, it's going to be a battle. And don't let this Daniel Jones, even though I give him credit for this game, the way he played, but don't let them numbers fool you, man. That was the 3rd time this season he passed over 300 yards. The previous 2 were against the Vikings and 1 against the Lions. So throw that out the window. Of course, these 2 teams met up twice.
That's a good point.
In the year. I think the Eagles won both. But the last game, the Giants didn't really play their starters, so they rested. So I didn't count that game. So I went back and looked at the first game. this is the game I want to check them out and see, okay, what's really going on. Eagles blew them out 48-22. And I was like, okay, so why was it so lopsided? The Eagles running game, man. You got Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, and that quarterback run option. They put it on them that game. And the only thing I'm worried about or concerned with is the injury of Jalen Hurts. I don't know, was it a shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. Because they say he's only thrown for like 35 passes.
It was his throwing shoulder that day.
So I'm not sure how healthy he is, but I think he'll be all right. I think he's going to be ready. They just have too much of a dynamic. Him, Brown, Smith, and like I said, Miles Sanders. I think those are going to be the key to the game. The Eagles led the league in the sacks department this year. They had 70. So you know that defense is coming, and I believe the defense is fully healthy now, if I'm not mistaken.
They are. They only missing one guy, Maddox.
Okay.
Maddox. But they got your guy from the Saints back. They got him back. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think
they could be, and I don't see the Eagles. I see it being a good game, but I don't see it being a blowout. The spread is 7.5. I'm gonna give the Eagles 28-20.
I like it. G Money, you next.
All right, so Kayvon Thibodeau, right? That's a guy who changes games. Yes, the Eagles are hot. The Eagles are looking good this year. They look like a championship team. A lot of times you stumble when you kind of never been challenged, right? And in the playoffs, teams adjust, and you haven't seen it yet. So the in-game adjustment is going to be the most crucial in playoffs. And the Giants, I think, are the number 4 team on third down. And that's what it comes down to in the NFL, third downs. Whether you stop somebody or you convert them. The Giants are doing well in that category. And they're probably the hottest defense playing right now is the New York Giants. Now, with Daniel Jones, right? Off camera, you said something earlier about Kirk Cousins being a bum, right? And too many times we discredit these guys who have been consistently solid. The NFL is hard, it's tough. So everybody can't do what Pat Mahomes can do.
That's true.
But
he's a diamond. Yeah.
Daniel Jones is being scrutinized because he's not an elite quarterback and he was drafted really high. But he's a solid quarterback. He's middle of the pack. He's right there with all your middle of the pack guys. And guess I can't get into it yet, but we're gonna get into it. But Daniel Jones threw for 3,200 yards. All right. Your favorite MVP in Baltimore in his MVP year threw for 3,600 yards. And he lost his first playoff game. So Daniel Jones on his side. He doing what it takes for his team to win. They have Saquon Barkley, 1,300 yards in the rushing department. That's second in the league this year. They're controlling games with defense and running the ball. That's Raven football. That's how we win championships in Baltimore. So the Giants are going to control tempo. They're going to assert themselves defensively and dictate to the Philadelphia offense. So the defenses are not good at just stopping you. They take what you do best away from you. So you got to do something else. And they might give you that and take away something else. So it's a chess match, and that's why we love playoff football.
That's it.
But I like the Giants in the upset. I like the Giants in the upset.
Nice. Okay.
How much?
I'm saying.
How much, my brother?
How much?
Yeah, I ain't gonna put nothing on it. But I really like the Giants in the upset. I want you to keep a close eye on that game this week.
What's the score?
What's your
What
score?
score you got?
I got 24-20. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all the commentary. You know, I'm going to just give it to you straight from how I view it. It's off camera. Kirk Cousins is Yeah, I did say off the camera that Kirk Cousins was a mop because he threw the ball to T.J. Hockenson on 4th and 8 for 3 yards. That means you're a mop.
Yeah, that was
because
crazy.
if you're 4th and 8, just throw the ball deep to your best guy, Justin Jefferson, and go for it. You don't throw the ball 3 yards.
Look at the play, but if you look at the play, he's being blitzed. So rather than take a sack, he got it to the next available guy. Rather than take a sack, you got to kill.
To me, I don't know what you been blitzing. Throw the joint up.
Justin Jefferson.
He didn't target Jefferson.
First read.
They took that away.
That to me. But my thing is this though, Gary.
He ain't called the play.
You freeze it.
He
to Jefferson and take misses. At least I know I'm throwing it more than 3 yards.
He don't call the play. He don't call the play. They was down because of defense. Their defense ranked bottom 20 in the league.
I agree. I agree.
Defense. That game, Kirk Cousins had his team in position to win. Defense gave up a touchdown. And another one. Kirk Cousins went 29 for 34 passing.
I agree with everything there, Gary, but it's still ball in his hand.
3 touchdowns, no turnovers. He had the ball in his hand, he being blitzed though. So you can't fault him if being blitzed. Every quarterback gets blitzed.
But that's one of the greatest advantages.
But on the play before, you could have checked it down to Dalvin Cook. He forced the ball.
No,
on
the play before, it was a drop.
He dropped it.
The boy dropped the ball.
He dropped
it. Yeah, he dropped it.
That was a first down.
But that's one of the greatest advantages that the Giants had. The Giants had the advantage of knowing that Kirk Cousins wouldn't leave the pocket.
Hold on.
Off at all. That's a big advantage. That's going to be the biggest difference with the Eagles. You got a guy in the backfield as a quarterback that can take off at any time.
That is a good thing when you can move around, right? Kirk Cousins shows that he can move, but he pocket passer. That's what he do.
Yeah, exactly.
I get back to what I was saying, right?
But
hey,
I get back to what I'm saying. So
hey, hold up, hey James, you keep freezing and going out. You be freezing and going out. So we ain't hear like none of your commentary.
First part of your sentence, we ain't hear.
Okay.
After you said Kirk Cousins was a mop, we ain't hear anything after.
We heard nothing else after that. We did her 4th and 3 touchdowns.
Top 10 in the league in touchdowns the last 10 years. So everybody under that's a mop. Call them a mop.
Talk to me about the playoffs.
Yeah, like I don't the regular season. The regular season means nothing, man. You make your money in the playoffs, yo. So I don't care about any of.
Yeah, he blacked out again. So
you know what?
Hold on. Hey James, you going in and out again. Do this, James.
Who's else in the house, yo?
Hey James, leave out and then come back in. We ain't gonna go nowhere. Just leave out and then come back in and see if it get a connection. So while he out doing his, right, I'm gonna ask y'all guys. So we got the Eagles against the Giants. Both of them got about the same type of defense, right? As far as being ranked, as far as what they got, both of them got the same. So the defense gonna be a wash then, right? Both is gonna be a good defensive game, right?
Yeah,
it's gonna come down
defensive game.
It's gonna come down to
who can run the ball.
And when I look at the game, the Eagles got more weapons than the Giants. The Eagles got more weapons than they got more weapons than the Giants. So it's kind of like right. So it's kind of like so you can't take it. You can't take the number 1 receiver out the game, double up on him because shit, I get it to the number 2 and the number 3 guy, and they can do just as much damage, right? So that they got more. So with that being said, a defensive game. Let's go ahead. The Eagles been putting up points all year. Ain't nobody stopped them. For real. Like, honestly, I mean, what they had, 1 or 2 bad games, but ain't nobody really stopped them from putting points up on the good. And they ain't just beat the Giants, they skull dragged them, right? Ain't that what you said, J-Bone? They skull dragged them. So let's say if I give the Giants a good fight, because I was picking the Giants throughout this year, right? Because I was with Saquon Barkley. We can run the ball. You can run the ball. We want to run the ball. We want to clock control the game. We want to run the ball. So I got them running the ball to keep the Eagles off the field. I got the Eagles striking them when they're on the field. So I'm going to say 24-17. 24-17 the Eagles. I still get, I don't got them 24. No, they got to cover that. So I'm going to say I got them putting, shit, it's like Jacksonville though. So I'm going to say 27-17. I'm going to give them the 10 points.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta factor in Jalen Hurts' shoulder injury
That's true.
and his ability to actually run and absorb hits, and the willingness to do so. Then you gotta factor in why the Giants are good. They're good because they're good up front. Their defensive line. So you're not gonna have a lot of time to pass the ball. Those guys change games. That's what I'm saying. So
What did
but see,
Jalen Hurts get hurt?
you forgot on the other side that the Eagles are leading in sacks.
That's
They
it.
got 5 guys with 10. They got 4 guys with 10 plus sacks. And the
we
problem
run
with
the
Daniel.
ball. Listen, we run the ball.
Hold, Gary. We just checked Barkley down 2 games in a row. So don't say you're gonna run the ball. You forgot that aspect. They are one-dimensional. They one-dimensional. They one-dimensional.
But that's how you slow down the blitz is by checking down.
Froze again,
You screen
No,
the
he
box,
said-
that's going to slow them.
Turn the ball
said-
over. The stats say
he
if you
said-
turn the ball over one time, they 2-6. So all you gotta do is make them turn the ball over, and the game is over.
He said,
Saquon
but-
Barkley is a guy that likes to bounce the ball to the outside. You stop all that, you force Daniel Jones in a position where he gotta make a play. That's when he becomes Danny No Dimes.
So
That's
what-
what happens.
So what he said, Gary, because he was clicking out, and I caught what he was saying. He said they shut down Saquon already twice this year.
Receiver, AJ Brown on the outside, Devontae Smith on the other side. You got Dallas Goedert at the tight end, Sanders, Boston Scott, and all them dudes coming out the back. And we got Lance Johnson coming back to protect his side. The Giants got Saquon Barkley, Isaiah Hodgins.
Without again. Damn, J connection is bad this week. So hold on, wait a minute. So all right, so this is what we gonna do. Hold up, Jay. Your connection is bad. Your connection is bad. Let me just break that right there. Where did Doc go? Doc ain't even come back. So let me do this. All right. So while we wait for James to James, if you can hear me, check the internet. Gary, what was you about to tell him if he was on his laptop to do something? He normally on here. He don't really go out like that all the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we never really,
I know.
we never
When
really
you're
have
on the
that.
laptop, you just gotta move. You gotta move the cursor on the laptop.
Okay.
Move the cursor on the laptop. All right, so
Yeah,
let me see.
it'll
Come
freeze.
back.
It'll just freeze on me.
Yeah,
Where
that's
you
what
go?
I've been doing. Yeah, I never had no issue like this before. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
no, yeah.
Right.
This is crazy.
So all right. So I gave my pick, right? I said 27-17. That's what I said.
Yeah,
For that.
27-17 Eagles.
27-17. All right.
I got it 28-17. I think what's going to happen is they're going to shut down Barkley, force Daniel Jones into being a quarterback. And when they do that, he's going to turn the ball over because it's a reason they lost 48-20 before. That ain't just by accident. That ain't by accident at all. And they had no chance. I understand they playing good ball, but they faced the best team they could face, Minnesota Vikings, in the first round. Anybody else, they might lose first round. So the guards gave them the best matchup. I give Brian Daboll all the credit in the world for being a great coach and putting them in position of success with little.
Yeah. Shout out to Brian Daboll. I give him credit.
Yeah. I also think that Minnesota
Gonna be better than infused of talent.
Mobile.
But coming to Philly, it's gonna be a different game. Go ahead,
What
Harvey.
did you say, Harry?
I'll say I think Minnesota was really shocked by how mobile Danny Dimes can be. He did take off running quite a bit, and that opened up the offense a whole lot because they had him dead to rights in the pocket a couple times.
It's a
They
poor
managed-
man's Lamar Jackson, man.
Yeah,
That's Vanilla Vic.
I think that gets shut down.
White chocolate.
That gets shut down this week.
White chocolate.
Yeah, ain't gonna be none of that this week though.
Them boys gonna be hitting.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah. So Gary, what I'm saying, hey Gary, he only threw for 300 because he went against that Minnesota defense. Like Jason, like
I'm
J
not,
Bone said.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
really concerned that he threw for 300 because, like you said, it's only his third time doing it. but that's not what he does. He manages that team well. That's what he does. And he extends plays by using his legs. And then they run the ball. You miss that. All they got to do to slow down Philly is throw that shit to Saquon out of the backfield. Saquon might go over 100 yards receiving the game.
Yeah, that's good, yo. But the thing is, he had no pressure on him against Minnesota. Pressure changes everything.
Everything. Minnesota ain't Philly. You're right. Minnesota's problem is that they can't get no pressure. That's their problem.
Right.
and they secondary is trash.
And think about this, yo. Think about this. The Giants defense and what it was, they still gave up how many points last week against Minnesota when Justin Jefferson only caught passes in the first half?
Yeah,
how they still give up all the points?
That's Minnesota, dog. They prolific. They gonna score. That's what they're gonna do. That's their problem. Their problem is defense.
I think Philly offense is better than Minnesota offense, though.
It might be even. We can look at the numbers and determine it. Okay. Minnesota got a 1,000-yard rusher. They got a 1,000-yard receiver. Right there, I'm taking those two guys over Philly.
No, Philly got 2,000 yards receivers and a 1,000-yard rusher and an 800-yard tight end. So you taking that over Philly?
They got
Sanders went over 1,000 yards and shit.
Oh, you did? I know that. I didn't know it was 1,000.
Yeah, and then Devontae Smith and AJ Brown went over 1,000 yards and shit.
They better at every skill position.
I'm going to look it up. Go look it up.
Hey, they got too many weapons.
That's it.
That's why I went with it. The defense go wash. If both teams come out and play good defense, then the team with the better offense they can dictate. They can do something. So you tell me both teams can run the ball. So Philly can run the ball and hold the ball from keep the ball away from the Giants. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's why
Smitty had 100 catches, 95 catches too. 1,100
I told
400 yards. Yeah.
I told you. You know, Smitty came last year.
Run the ball this week.
Yeah, Smitty came last year and was the only weapon. AJ Brown opened it up for him. AJ Brown had the pick up. Yeah, AJ Brown set the record for Philly receivers. You know, Philly ain't really had no prolific receivers like that till they got T.O. Other than that, yeah, for sure. Good conversation, though, guys. Good conversation, guys. So we're gonna go to Sunday, right? Sunday. We got the first game. The game that we had 2 weeks ago, and that horrific situation happened with Hamlin. But I'm praying for him, and he was with the team I think on Monday or Tuesday at the facility. So he's doing great. So that's wonderful. In that first game, though, Kansas City, like they was on a roll. They was up 7-3, and Smoking Joe was hitting dudes over the middle on crossing routes, and it looked like they was going to be on the tear.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Smoking Joe, like he was on the tear. They was up 7-3 and driving at like the 45-yard line. So I know Cincinnati has had some injuries on the offensive line, but the Buffalo Bills don't have that guy, you know, and their pressure has been suspect over the last couple weeks, barely getting out of the game against Miami, 34-31 with a third string quarterback.
You talking about Von Miller?
Yeah, Von Miller, exactly. He hurt me out of there, so
that changed everything. Buffalo.
Yeah, so J-Bone, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Last week we talked about this Ravens-Bengals game. What did I tell you, man?
Oh yeah, you called it. Division game, no doubt.
The Ravens had a chance to win that game, man.
They should have won.
They should have won.
Should have tied.
The reason why I said that, if you remember, Jay, the reason why I said that was because of Cincinnati's O-line issues. They had two starters out last week. This week, they got 3 starters out.
Key stack.
3 starting.
What possible? But J-Bone, they said Alex Cappa might play.
Man, okay.
Yeah, that don't even matter. That's 2.5.
Man, and to be real with you, man, I love, you know, I'm from Louisiana, so, you know, I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. That's my guy. But I was watching the game. It was an average game for Joe Burrow. It wasn't like he was lighting it up. He barely put over 200 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Chase had the only touchdown of the game. Was it the
Jason.
Ravens defense or was it?
Yeah, it was a Ravens defense. That's exactly what
Jason.
Okay.
Don't nobody got two linebackers like the Ravens, man. They
Okay.
can go sideline to sideline.
Well, they
That's
put
for
it
sure.
On the other side, Allen. Come on, man. 3-point win over the Dolphins.
2 interceptions and 3 fumbles.
3 fumbles.
Division game.
True. He's been kind of up and down too, man. Allen. He'll have these big games and he'll have these games where you like, what's going on? With this
Hey, look, all them turnovers, like, he's still playing Dolphins.
But I'll say this, man.
Go ahead,
All
J-Bo.
you gamblers out there, the spread is 5.
Okay.
-5 for the Bills. That's the spread.
Really?
Yes. They're at home.
I would take the Bengals and the points, but okay. I like the Bills to win it though.
Okay. I think the Buffalo Bills are just, they got something special going on. And I know KB, he gonna talk about the conspiracy, but I just think honestly, they got something special going on.
Got you
man.
too, huh?
Y'all made me. He the one that made me think about that last week. You know what I mean? Like, what? Wait a minute. That's what y'all telling me gonna happen? Hey, Harry. In case you don't know, I don't watch the games, so I listen to what these guys say and just go off of what, and I make my picks, right? And I be picking. The most time how I be losing on anything is it be the point spread, whether they cover or not.
Yeah.
Right? Last week I hit last week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So just listen. But they mentioned the injury. And I'm just gonna say, so y'all telling me that the NFL about to just win this shit because old boy got hurt? That's what you telling me? You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you what, if Cincinnati, I would advise them, do not put Eli Apple on Diggs, because there's gonna be toast all game.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you now.
Absolutely.
Another guy that surprised me, I think they just recently picked him up, was Beasley for the Bills. He had a touchdown last week. They got the other tight end, Knox. He's pretty nice. The guy I like for the Bills, they call him Big Game Davis. He put up 6 receptions, 113 yards, and a touchdown last week. I'm going with the Bills this week, man.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on, buddy.
I'm going with the Bills, man. At home. Call it what you want. 27-23 Buffalo.
All right, go ahead, Gary.
So hold on, let me get my score right. I'm sorry.
Are you good?
I'm going. So I had to make sure. I had to earlier. I'm going 27-24 Bills, but the Ravens wrote the story for us. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right, the Ravens wrote the story for us last week, and in the playoffs, you ain't got a whole lot of time to adjust, right? So the Bills is going to take all of the fronts and schemes that slowed down Joe Burrow for the Ravens, and they're going to try to apply that same thing this week. If that don't work, then they're going to revert back to their normal game plan versus the Bengals. But 3 O-linemen out, you're not going to be able to slow down Bill's front. Even if they don't have Von Miller, they're going to be able to get too much pressure on Joe Burrow. And we know that he has a history of taking a lot of sacks. He's just been resilient through all of that.
True.
But I think the Bills too much for them. Like you said, Stephon Diggs is going to abuse Eli Apple. They're going to make sure they get the matchup. And when they get it, he's going to tap his helmet and check it. And they're going to go there no matter what. Allen's going to throw him a 50-50 ball, and he's going to make a play. So the Bengals got their hands full. But the Bills also had their hands full because the Bengals, they can get hot. If Jamar Chase gets loose and gets in the rhythm with Joe Burrow, them boys have been doing it since college. So it's going to be a problem. But again, I take the Bills 27-24, just too much Buffalo. Too much Buffalo. Pause.
I got it. Go ahead, Harry. Give me
I'm
your
gonna
take,
piggyback
man.
off of what the guy said, man. Hey, 3 linemen out. That's tough to get past, man.
Yeah, you can't win that one.
You can't win that one. Buffalo at home, even though they did have a hiccup last week. Again, that was a division rivalry game. I don't put much into the division rivals because they know each other. We know what y'all have. Y'all know what we have. So I wasn't surprised by the score last week. This week, I would still take the Bengals and the points if I was betting, but I'll say 28-24. Said the spread was 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
I'll take Bills 28-24. I think the Bills pressure and blitzing will be a bit much for that Bengals line.
Okay.
We'll force Burrow into some turnovers too.
We got 3 Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The one facet.
Hey James, before you start, Bone, while James giving his take, right? Find out, look up how many offensive linemen was out for the Bengals when they played the Bills a few weeks ago. What was the injury for me? All right, go ahead, Jay.
So the one facet that we're not talking about is Buffalo don't run the ball, right? Because they don't run the ball, they put too much pressure on Josh Allen, and that's why he had those 5 mistakes last week. Joe Burrow and Cincinnati is a resilient team. You know, the matchup is not advantageous to the Buffalo Bills because they got 3 wide receivers that can get open. They got Hayden Hurst from the Ravens that can get open as well. They got Joe Mixon coming out the backfield. Ever since week 5, Joe Burrow has took over the play calling and has limited his sacks by getting the ball out of his hands very quickly. The one thing Buffalo did last week that got pressure was they blitzed. So if you blitz, that means one-on-one on the outside. And if you blitz with one-on-one on the outside, it's going to be lights out because they don't have anybody that can cover Chase or T. Higgins. I don't believe if Buffalo was running the ball like they supposed to, I would go with Buffalo. I just think that Cincinnati understands how to win games and Joe Burrow is a winner. I think they go in Buffalo. Josh Allen makes too many mistakes again, and they win 27-24. And then match up against Kansas City next week, and he's the only quarterback that beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times in a row. That's how I say it.
And again, I say how much.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to beat Pat Mahomes last time. They stole it, but they did a good job getting there, and they did a good job winning. But they ain't gonna keep stealing Pat Mahomes. Nah.
They did it 3 times in a row, though.
I see what you're getting at with the lack of a real running game by the Bills. But both teams like to dump the ball off to their running backs, and I think that on defense, the Bills are only send linebackers. They're not going to send the safety. They're going to keep the safeties deep to keep everything underneath and just send the linebacker.
You got to cloud Jamar Chase. Yeah, you got to cloud Jamar Chase. You can't.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're going to slide the safety over. You know, you still got T. Higgins with the crossing routes. Right, so you leave one linebacker out for those crossing routes, and you send one linebacker.
You got
to get pressure on.
You got Hayden Hurst going down the middle too,
especially up the middle. That's what the safeties are for. They tried to go man. They tried to go man free last time, and that's how the Bengals went down the field so quickly on them in the first game. Adjustments will be made, and I think the Bills defense will be ready this go around. It's going to definitely be some differences that the Bills will have for the Bengals.
I think Joe Mixon going to play a big factor as well because he's really a weapon out of the backfield. So if they bring the pressure, dump off to Joe Mixon, like you say. But the only problem with Buffalo is they put too much on Josh Allen. And when you keep putting too much on one guy, that's why he almost imploded last week. Too much on one guy. Shortstop Diggs is the man. And like you said, Jason, you talk about Casper the Ghost, the wide receiver Davis, who showed up 3 games all season. Sure, he showed up last week. But if you Casper the Ghost, that means you show up one day, and the next day you hiding in the locker room. So I don't have no consistency with him because he hadn't had 2 games in a row where he's been consistent.
So let's play D coordinator, right? If we the Bengals D coordinator, we're gonna double and take away Stephon Diggs, correct? We're gonna cloud him or double him in some way, shape, or form. That means Cole Beasley knows how to get open underneath. The Bills are going to attack underneath early. It's going to open up Stephon Diggs late. That's going
What's
to be
the
a
other
running
kid?
game.
Davis.
Number 6.
Yeah.
That's Isaiah McKenzie.
The kid you had for your
Yeah.
on your fantasy team.
Isaiah McKenzie.
McKenzie. So, but I think they're gonna not target Stephon Diggs early. They're gonna exploit the matchups that the Bengals Cincinnati gives them early, and then open up those matchups later on. That would be how I would call the game. I know they're gonna try to take Stephon Diggs away. So immediately take that, see that read, see that double, and know where the double's coming from, and then you know where to pass the ball. It's like basketball.
Is Josh Allen gonna do that though?
But that's what I'm saying. I think Josh Allen is highly capable of doing that.
I'm not saying is he not capable. I said is he going to do it though?
Yeah.
He a cowboy now. Look, Josh Allen he gonna wrangle up. He gonna be wild. But I think
It might not always be accurate, but he gonna sling that thing.
no, he's accurate. We're not gonna throw darts at him. He's solid. But what happens with him is decision making. His decision making can sometimes be erratic, which causes the turnover. It's not never been his accuracy. It's not never been his ability. It's always been decision making. So the game is played 90% neck up.
Up top. Yeah, for sure.
So if Josh Allen comes in poised and understands the game plan, allows the flow of the game to come to him, right? Because in NFL, you can't dictate to 11 guys on the other side. You got to adjust to those 11 guys. It don't make sense to try to dictate to 11 guys when you're just one man. So as a quarterback, when he if they call any pass play, he got to make sure that the defense is giving him the look he wants. If they take it away, you can't force it there. But it's going to be a good matchup to watch. It's going to be good to watch. It's all in the hands of Josh Allen, man. That's why he get paid the big money.
And look for Buffalo. Also look for Buffalo to throw the ball downfield to the running backs 1-on-1 against those linebackers. That kid Singletary can out. He's speedy downfield. Cook has speed as well.
Yeah, Cook too. Yeah,
the
Cook
ball
really good.
downfield to the running backs, but when they have a 1-on-1 with the linebacker, that might be something that they might try as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean.
So, hey, James, you gave your pick, right? You gave your score?
Yeah, 27-24 Bengals.
Hey,
What you said, Cincy?
I said the Bengals. I said Bengals. Absolutely. I said it. Bengals.
I said Bills.
So,
okay.
hey,
We're gonna see that.
Hey, J Bone, that game. What was the injury report looking like?
What you talking about?
The first time they played.
They just played a few weeks ago when the dude got hurt.
No, they didn't play the game.
The game ain't.
Well, they started. They stopped
in the first quarter.
Right.
Yeah, it stopped in the first quarter. Cincinnati had scored, and then they was coming down to score again. Buffalo got a field goal. Then Cincinnati was coming down again, and then
they were down one O-lineman that game.
Yeah, Lyle Collins, right?
Yeah,
Lyle Collins.
It was just one.
So it was just one.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna tell you something about history, right? Not necessarily that they relate, but you can kind of see where I'm going. David Lewis, when he died playing for the Celtics, he went to the doctor, and they read his test, but they let him go before they read his test. So he was up and moving around with the team after he collapsed.
Wow.
And then he later came back and then died. So they got to really monitor Hamlin very close, man, with him moving around with the team. And they need to keep a medical staff with the defibrillators and everything nearby, because if he go down again, that man heart stopped for 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah. You talking about Reggie? You talking about Reggie Lewis for Boston? Reggie Lewis for Boston.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Reggie Lewis. I'm sorry. Yeah. Northeastern play Boston Dunbar. But point guy. But we gotta make sure that like the league has to make sure that they monitor him. And I would stay home.
Yeah.
I would really stay in the doctor's care for about 30 days, man. I wouldn't even come out.
For sure.
I got you.
If I'm feeling weak, because you just never know, man. You just never know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Gary, for sure. But KB, it was only one lineman out. What you guys say now?
Them 3 linemen hurt. Them 3 linemen hurt.
3 stars.
Right? Them 3 started right. Because I was hoping that they was out. I was hoping 2 of them was out. So if 2 of them was out, I was gonna say, all right, they already got a flow against them, right? If I didn't hear that stat that those 3 offensive linemen was out, right? I had the Bengals beaten. I had the Bengals winning. But I can't get past those 3 lines. I can't get past that offensive lineman. Now, but I got a question too, though. How did those linemen go down last week, or did they come in the game without them last week too?
So one guy went down. One guy went down last week.
Yes,
but they came into the game without 2 of them. So one guy went down last week.
that's true.
When did he go? Did he go down early?
Went down in the 3rd quarter.
And guess what? That's when the game changed.
That's where he went down. They couldn't move the ball no more. That's why we should have won the fucking game. That's why we should have won a game. Dumbass coaching.
A lot of shoulda.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Ravens. The Ravens should have won that game. They should have. So
Yeah,
therefore,
listen, they should have did a lot of things, right?
yeah, right.
So we
but
can't-
therefore,
we can't just say they shoulda.
this is for my pick though. So now knowing that, but the Bills don't have a pedal anyway.
We got Kayvon
Bills-
Thibodeau. They're
That's
gonna
the
miss
Giants,
Bills don't
man.
have a-
That's the Giants,
I'm
man.
sorry.
The Bills don't. So-
Hey, yo, well,
So-
you on point, though, I tell you that. Yeah.
So
Hey, James,
I'ma
my bad,
say-
go ahead.
I'ma say, damn. I'ma say the Bengals cover, but they lose. So I'ma say 23-20 Bills.
Okay.
I gotta say the Bills. That shit tight. It's close right there. It's close because it's close. It's close because if those linemen halfway hold up, they
That's what
gonna
I'm
spike
saying.
them.
That's
They
what
gonna
I'm
spike
saying.
them. Like this. So here go my take. If those linemen halfway hold up, they gonna spank them because they already faced the defense, and the Bills defense like the Ravens defense.
Nowhere near.
That ain't what's happening out there. So I'm saying, if they hold up, if they can just don't do nothing extravagant, but don't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Just have a damn near halfway decent game. The Bengals gonna spank them, yo. But I gotta say,
that's a lot of motherfucking
that's
ifs, man.
If was a fifth,
I got my pick is all of it's if, because we don't know what's happening Saturday and Sunday until it plays. So all of it's up here if it. But here's my if. If they halfway, I don't got no about nothing. If that offensive line hold up, they gonna spank the Bills. But I can't bet against 3 offensive linemen not starting. That don't make common sense. I wouldn't put my money on that.
Hey,
right?
hey,
But they favored by 5, KB. So
I
you
know.
just said the score, so you'll put your money on the Bengals if they favored by 5. You'll go with Bengals in the points.
Right.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
Right, I'll go with Bengals with I'll cover. Yeah, I'll cover. But I want them to win outright because that's where the money is. Right, but
You high, yo. You high, yo.
no,
That's just starting
a
to
little
get
bit, or a little bit. But
But
look,
no-brainer,
but check this.
It's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. They out 3 linemen. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I know, but I still don't think the Bills going to do nothing extravagant on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think they're going to do.
Look for those secondary receivers for the Bills to have big days. Just look for that. Because
If
that's where they
anything,
wanna live
if anything, I'm gonna look for the secondary receivers on the Bengals to have a big day
Tyler Boyd.
They have a big day because they're gonna be quick passing and quick dumping if the line don't hold up.
Higgins and
If the line, and I don't know nothing about their second or third receiver, but if the line, I'm saying, and that's if the line don't hold up, because y'all telling me that the Bills defense is halfway suspect out there anyway, and they down the man.
They just down Von Miller, but they still solid.
Bob, that's their pass rush. What position Hamlin played?
Corner. Safety. Like safety, I think, right?
He was a DB.
Safety.
So they down two. They down their pass rusher and one of their starting DBs.
And they already had 2 injuries on that back end. There's 2 safeties was hurt. So they already had 2 injuries on that back end as well. That's why Hamlin was in the game, because he wasn't a starter.
Yeah, Hamlin not a starter.
Like, I literally had the Bengals beating them anyway, until y'all tell me that 3 linemen not playing. Then it's like, God damn. Yeah, I mean, like, literally. That's where the game won at. So that's why I'm saying I got the Bills beating them. I don't have the Bills covering, though. I got that being tight. That 5 points. I got them beating them by 3. Shit, the game might be 16-10.
It's a field goal game for sure.
Yeah, it might be 16-10. Some shit like that. And then I would lose. I said 23-20 Bills. That's my pick. That's what I did. 23-20.
So the last game of the week, San Francisco Cowboys going into San Francisco, and everybody was talking about Dak. Dak is great. Blah 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 blah.
That's not like hate, Jay.
No hate.
Okay.
He had a good game. Dak went against bad teams, lose against good teams. So he went in there to a limping team, Tampa Bay, with a 45, 46-year-old Tom Brady, and had a great game. You see how excited he was. He jumped up slapping hands as if he had beat somebody for real. Now, this is where you make your $40 million at. If you go in San Francisco and you win that game, I give you some respect. But you haven't really done anything since you've been in the league, but be in a situation with great players around you and not prevail. So now it's time to show up or shut up. See if you jumping around and slapping hands, and see if McCarthy on the sideline clapping his hands this week. Go ahead, Harry. I'll let you take it.
I got 2 question marks for both teams. Well, 1 question mark for each team. Question mark for San Fran is, I've never seen Purdy bring his team from behind to win. Down at least 2 scores. So that's a question mark for me if Dallas happened to come out hot from last week.
There we go.
Cowboys is, can they stop the run? They haven't done a great job of it. Yes. They haven't done a great job of it. So that's going to be the 2 things.
Let me get a 20-second timeout. Can I get a 20-second timeout?
Sure.
All right. How can you pick a winner if you don't really know what's going on?
I'm going to get into that.
Let him go, Gary. He got it.
Okay.
Let me cook, bro. Y'all can hear me?
Let him cook. Go ahead.
I believe that the question mark for the Cowboys is bigger than the question mark for the 49ers. What's the spread on that? Anybody got a spread?
3.5.
3.5.
I'm gonna go with
the gig is up. The story is out. There's no question marks on nobody at this point.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers at home. I think Dak plays well, but they lose. And I think they also cover. So I'm gonna say 30 to 24.
Nah, damn, Harry, you a bad man.
Okay.
Bad man,
okay. So go ahead, J-Bone.
Okay. Okay, I like that. Let me ask y'all a question.
We got questions too. See?
Have you ever seen a kicker miss 4
Never, ever.
extra points in a row?
A point shaving, man. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was like, you got to be kidding me when I was watching that. Okay, I just want to get in.
Allegedly. Gotta say allegedly.
Come on, man. We professionals here. Are you kidding me?
Yo, 4 extra points. Never ever seen that.
Never ever. Never ever.
Okay.
You can get a high school, you can get a D3 college kid to do that, and they'll do it.
Come on, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So Seahawks. 49ers, when they played the Seahawks, they beat the brakes out of them 41-23. Brock Purdy was out there looking like Joe Montana. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You had C-Mac, which was a great addition.
Without a doubt.
Great addition to that team. He put up 119 yards. He had a receiving touchdown. Debo. We all know who Debo is.
X-Factor.
Mr. Snatchy Chain. He put up 6 receptions for 133 yards and a touchdown. The only thing with the 49ers, the only negative thing I saw with them in that game was whoever was guarding
DK Metcalf
gave up 10 receptions, 136 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So whoever that cornerback was, he better get some tape in or get ready. But 49ers came, they're the best defensive team this season for a reason. You guys know where this Purdy came from?
I'm not sure where he came from.
Mr. Irrelevant, which is
Mr. Irrelevant, last draft in the past.
Yeah, he's Mr. Irrelevant. Where he come from? Who is this?
Right.
Are you telling me you putting all your marbles on the table for a Mr. Irrelevant?
Yes.
For a chance to go to the NFC Championship game? Okay. Gotcha. On the other side, yeah, Dak, they beat Tom Brady. Yeah, I was happy. Tampa they played trash all year. They deserve to lose. What sucks is the offensive coordinator got fired today, but okay.
Well, you know how that is.
Right. But anyway, Dak put up 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had a rushing touchdown. Pollard put up 77 yards. Schultz is going to be somebody to watch. That's becoming Dak's favorite weapon, the tight end. 7 receptions, 95 yards. He had 2 touchdowns.
Lifeline.
Parsons, Vander Esch, Hooker, Curse, those guys, they did their thing. But you guys are right, it was against the Bucs. But I'm going to tell you something, man. If you wanted me to bet on a game that's going to send a team to a championship game, I'm not betting on Mr. Irrelevant.
Okay.
Eventually, he's going to have to come down to earth. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I think, hey, we'll talk. I think they're going to get after him.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys front line going to get after him just like they did Brady. Brady was out there throwing with his back turned. You saw him. He was throwing the ball 5 yards in the dirt.
They can't run the ball, though, Jason. That's why he was like that.
Okay.
San Fran can run that pill, man.
Yeah, they can't run the ball, so it was no play action pass. It's just like they ran the ball like nobody. They can't run the ball. They was like almost last in the conference in the NFL with running the ball. So it was a one-dimensional type situation, and that's when Dallas kills you when you one-dimensional.
Okay. But I believe in Dak, man. I know a lot. I know he take a lot of flack. That's not my team. Y'all see who I am. New Orleans. That's not my team. But I believe in the brother, man. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys this week, man.
Did you just figure that out? Or you already had it in mind?
Cowboys on the road.
I had it.
Okay.
I had them as soon as they won that game. I was like, I'm going with the Cowboys.
It sounded like you just talked yourself into
No, last week I did. Last week I had a change of heart. This week, as soon as that game ended, I said I like what I'm watching. So I'm going with the Cowboys, 24-20. Give me the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Go.
Go ahead, Gary.
All right. Can I get an acapella? Can I get it without the music? Hey, come here. You high. You somewhere lady sleep. There you go. Acapella. Thank you, sir. My nigga. So listen. They say, right, when you ready to knock off a giant, man, let's say you gotta knock them out. right? If you're gonna beat the champ, you got to knock them out, right?
Right.
And do the Cowboys have what it takes to knock out the 49ers? The 49ers have been dominating the NFC the last 2-3 years, right? I just don't think the Cowboys are tough enough overall, and the 49ers got a machine. That's called the Shanahan system.
Yeah.
They got a machine. That's how Purdy can come in and look formidable and have success, because he in a system that everybody has to master to get on the field. So when they lose one, they plug another one in. That's why Garoppolo look good. And now it's Purdy's turn. It's a system. The Cowboys not gonna be it's just too the 49ers gonna overwhelm them with that system.
Okay.
And I think, styles make fights. So to beat the 49ers, you got to really knock them out. And the only team that probably can really, at this point, that can really knock them out,
Kansas City.
it's probably Kansas City, sir. Thank you.
If you want to be real.
Hey, Gary, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
What wins championships?
Defense.
And what do the San Francisco 49ers have?
Defense. They gritty, and not only do they have defense, they got a juggernaut system on offense. They built for championship. They run the ball, control the clock. They get the ball to their tight ends. They extend plays, and they play defense. Like the 49ers, that's how they did it last year. They was like, what was they, like a kick away from going to the Super Bowl?
Something like that.
Yeah, they was right there. All year long, nobody had the 49ers. They was a play away from going to the
So
Super
they lost
Bowl.
to the Rams.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a drop interception away. Remember the kid,
Right.
the safety dropped the interception.
Okay.
Right.
Gosh.
So
Get 'em
so
right
this
numbers.
this is not something that's a surprise to me, because they got what they need. They got their personnel. They got everything in place. They primed up and ready. The Shanahan system is probably the best system in football, if you ask me, because it controls the clock, it creates continuity on offense, and it gives their defense a rest, and it keeps your defense on the field running. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see nobody beating the 49ers in the NFC. And I just had to think about that, right? Because Purdy is the last pick in the draft. And I believe in elite quarterbacks, right? But what trumps an elite quarterback is an elite system. The Ravens we won with Tony Banks and Trent Dilfer, because we had a defense that was world class, and our formula was to run the ball. We controlled the clock. We're running the ball, kick the field goal, and play defense. So I think the 49ers got a really great chance to run through the NFC. I don't really see nobody touching them. And then it'll be the Chiefs and the Niners in the big game.
Don't
Give me a
forget
score.
Foles.
Give me a score.
Oh, shit. What I had, 24-20, 49ers.
Okay.
Okay, so
Niners over the Cowboys.
So that's how I look at it, right? So we do. I guess we don't remember that Jarrett Stidham put up 30 on 49ers about 3 weeks ago, right? Jarrett Stidham, right? Do we know from Auburn he was with the Patriots and they took Derek Carr, put Jarrett Stidham in, and they went down to the wire against them. Against Seattle, Seattle was up 17-16 at the half. As Jay Bone said, DK Metcalf was unguardable for some reason. Until Geno fumbling,
that fumble,
Butterfingers turned that ball over. Brock Purdy looked like the last pick of the draft in the first half. He was unaware and confused. What Shanahan's system does is put his players in position and push your defense in conflict. So what he does is he's trying to get his best players one-on-one to force you to make a tackle when they're skill players. Great philosophy.
Getting this guy in space.
Yeah, but we do remember he was the coach or the offensive coordinator for the Falcons when he was up 28-3 and blew that game. I guess we forgot about that, right? So, and then he did, and then he also
back to back
was down. He had like a 14-point lead or something like that against Patrick Mahomes, and he lost that as well. But that's never here nor there. He was,
it's not here nor there. You know why? We see it every week in the NFL.
But in crucial situations, we don't see that because
Every game is crucial. Every game is crucial when them guys out there battling, man.
But Jared, we talked about Super Bowl mistakes. If you just run the ball against the Patriots, they don't have 28-3 diamonds in their Super Bowl ring for them losing that lead. That doesn't happen. And then he blew another one. So I think he might have nightmares about this when he coaching. Getting to the game, though. Dak Prescott has led the league in turnover since he came back off injury.
Yeah.
So he's been turning the ball over.
Yeah.
This was his first game since he's been off his injury that he didn't turn the ball over against a suspect Tampa Bay defense.
Gotcha.
I heard you say about his tight end Schultz. Do y'all guys realize he come across that middle against Warner and them dudes?
Yep.
He's going to be on the sideline. So I don't think that's going to be his go-to guy. What I think is going to be is CeeDee Lamb, who's been having trouble getting open on the X position. That's why he put him in the slot. That's going to be his guy because the one way to get to San Francisco is go up top. And if he can do that, which I don't believe he can, that's how you put San Francisco defense in unfamiliar territory. Shanahan uses McCaffrey the best way possible that you can use a running back. And Debo Smith and you, all these guys and Kittles, they block. Not only are skill players, they block. Purdy hasn't been in conflict. If Parsons and that team can get pressure on him, I think they turn him over. I'm not a believer in Dallas. And I don't agree with you that San Francisco going to run through the NFC. I don't agree with that at all. But, that's neither here nor there either. But I'm going to pick San Francisco because I'm not a Dak believer. I think that he plays good against bad teams and don't show up against good teams. Ain't nobody say nothing about Zeke because Zeke is non-existent.
Well, he's done.
And Tony Pollard, when people forget, this guy hurt himself running for a 50-yard touchdown. Ain't nobody touch him. So those helmets ain't been put on him. He's a little guy. He come through that lane and they put that helmet on him. He might be on the sideline as well. So I got San Fran turning Dak over. Purdy having a little bit of issues, but they squeak it out 23-20.
I will say this. Shanahan is arrogant. Make no doubt about that. And I think that's his biggest fault is himself. He's arrogant, just like his father was. I still think that they definitely have enough to beat Dallas. I'm calling a Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl it'll be Eagles, Bills, but I think San Fran will get them Sunday.
Okay.
San Fran definitely beat them Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna see.
So can Dallas stop the run?
No.
They can't stop the run. They can't stop the run.
So
I think
if Dallas can't stop the run, if they can't stop the run, this game ain't gonna be as close as y'all think.
That's not what Vegas thinks.
I think the bigger issue, it ain't even stopping the run.
What Vegas got?
3.5 points, 49.
3.5 49ers.
Minus 3.5 49ers?
Yes.
Right. So they got it to be in a tight game, but they got the 49ers winning.
Yep.
It's a pick. Man, if they can't stop the run, fuck that pickle. That game will be like 24-10.
Yeah. Might
It's
not
possible.
be 10, but it's gonna be way more than 3. It's just that Dallas don't play good in space. They got a whole secondary dudes that don't want to tackle nobody.
You got to tackle when you play San Francisco because they're going to put you in conflict.
Yeah, they're going to put you in conflict. And see, that's where the advantage is at. They know
Can
that.
Dallas run the ball?
They can.
Yeah, they can run the ball.
But San Francisco good against the run.
I know.
San Francisco good against everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, 24-10, 24-13.
My
Type
only
13.
reason for picking the Cowboys is the quarterback situation. That's it. So you guys believe in Purdy? I don't.
I believe in the.
I believe in the
Nah.
defense.
I believe in the team.
See,
I
Jay
believe in the
Bone.
defense.
J Bone, nobody said Purdy name in their prediction at all.
Okay.
Nobody said that. Nobody said
Last
Purdy
time I checked,
I had
anything.
got it.
questions about him. I had questions about that.
I
kid.
said Purdy has not been in a situation where he's been pressured on conflict, right? I said Dallas
will
will
be a pressure game for him.
I say Dallas going to put him in that, but they'll make enough plays
Right.
because what we
Dallas
forget,
got good defense.
they got good pass rush.
Yeah, all right.
But Jason, what we forget is Dak turns that ball over. I told you he led the league since he's been back off his injury. This is
Wait
his
a minute.
first game that he had a turnover against Tampa Bay.
But
His
for
first
some
game.
reason, man, I don't know
He
what it
said
is.
they all right. He said they all right. That man ain't got no defense.
They all right.
I'm gonna give you a cheat code.
They're gonna give you a
cheat
couple
code.
sacks.
A cheat code against Tom Brady is a good defensive line.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is
That's what the
terrified
middle.
by a defensive line because he stands flat-footed in the pocket. So anybody putting that pressure on him is typically going to give him help. And that was the reason why Dallas looked so good against him. They just got Tampa Bay number because of the way they go.
Okay.
But
Dallas is not. That's fool's gold. What you seen? That's fool's gold.
yeah,
Right,
because
because Dallas been suspect all year.
the thing is, Tampa Bay beat them the first game of the season, right? Because they could run the ball. And ever since that first game, they couldn't run the ball, and it's been a disaster because Tom Brady is looking like Peyton Manning did his last year in Indianapolis, scared to get hit. Don't like this. You know what I'm saying? So when you like that, you don't want no contact, you ain't going to
And
be
they
good.
lost. And
I-
they lost
I
the
told
defensive player
you-
of the year last year. They lost.
I
Shaq
told
Barrett.
I told you earlier in the year that when I looked at Tom Brady, he looked frail out that ball. Didn't I? Ain't that what I told you? I've been saying that.
You know, his lady left from all that.
Yeah,
Man. You know,
I said, I told everybody.
You know when
He
he
having
when he
trouble. He had trouble at home. It's going to be a disaster season. I told everybody.
Yo, when he left that summertime, he left to take that break summer. He went and got his face done, yo.
No,
He
he
went and got
he-
plastic surgery.
You ain't got like
Allegedly.
Yeah, look at that nigga, man. He went and got plastic surgery, so he couldn't eat. That's why he lost all that weight.
That's stress. That's
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 stress,
stress, man.
That's that avocado ice cream he been eating.
No, that's stress.
Hey guys, look, it been
Okay.
good, man. I gotta get off though.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
All right, baby.
I get up with you. I get up with you. All right. I hit you when you.
All right.
All right, nice meeting you, my brother. Have a
Take
nice
it
All right, no
bro.
doubt, man. It's been a pleasure.
Peace out, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, but like that avocado ice cream ain't been good for him though. You know what I mean? They ain't put no muscles in him. And then his wife left him. He was out that joint like,
Yeah, and look who they blame. They blame the brother, the offensive coordinator.
yeah.
But I mean, also on top of that, I think Bowles wanted to get his own film. So, you know, the OC wasn't his guy. He wanted to choose guys that's, you know, his guys. So I think they got rid of their whole staff, like offense and defense. They said like 9 people. 9 people had to go.
True.
So
Real quick, the hot story is the Dolphins said if Lamar Jackson's gonna become available, they going all in.
absolutely.
That would be smart.
They're not the
Wow.
only ones.
They'll have a track team down that joint. They get him.
They will.
Wow.
And he'll be home.
Still got to go to
Yeah.
Buffalo in
And
January.
they said he want to go back home and play.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I say either there or Atlanta, man.
No, don't go to Atlanta. If he go anyway, he go. If he go anyway, you go home. If he had the opportunity to go to Miami or Atlanta, he chose to go to Atlanta. I would. No.
It's about who got the compensation, man. You know,
That's what he wants.
Man,
they
shit.
own
You
these
can go,
slaves to gain these players' rights. You know what I mean?
man, this man. Yeah, I think this too loud.
Hey, Jay, did
Check-
you see?
check this
did you-
out.
Go ahead.
Hold on, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Like when it come down to like what the market is, because I know that's what we're gonna talk about next, right? About the quarterback, the QB market, right? When it come down to the market, this is just my take on all this shit, all sports, whatever. Man, they making bread, they making hand. Pay these. You got the market, the quarterbacks out here now, and they already getting 40 plus. Everybody, you got people that's not as talented as the market is 40. The market is set at 40 million a year, 45 million a year. You know what I mean? 50 million a year now. You know what I mean? 500,000 contracts and all that stuff like that, right? So the market is there. Now, and I know they got the cap and all that stuff like that, but you gotta find a way within there to keep and pay your guys. I mean, that's just what it is. If you let your go, you don't let your. I mean, I know sometimes the market don't the bag or the stipulations, the limitations make you change, make certain things happen, right? I understand that. I'm not limited to that, but I'm just saying, like, damn. You gotta pay him because Miami gonna pay him or Atlanta gonna pay him.
Anybody?
I mean, they gonna make the trade. They gonna make it do what it do. You understand what I'm saying? Do what it do.
Anybody in the market that want him gonna pay him. That's why they in the market.
He just can't be selfish. He gotta play the long ball. I mean, if he want to win, he gotta play the long ball. I mean, you can't take it. Man. I mean, he can. That's in every man's power. That's in every man's right. I mean, he can. But within being selfish, you still got to play tape. You still got to look at what it is. Do I really want to win?
Well, history shows once you pay the quarterback, it's hard for you to sign the rest of your guys. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, they did a brilliant job in Kansas City where they was able to keep that talent together and for them to keep winning. Normally, once you pay the quarterback, it goes downhill. Once they paid Russell Wilson, it went downhill. Once you pay these guys,
they figured it out. They got to figure it out. So this is what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying with the Ravens, right? We just signed. We solidified. We solidified. That's what the team needed. We needed that, right? We needed that, right? Just like we need our quarterback side, we needed that because we wasn't winning without a good defense. Yeah, I mean, we was putting the points on the board this year, but we was losing late in games because we didn't have a defense. So they went and they did what they needed to do to that. Okay, that's money spent. I'm looking at it as the GM. That's money spent. We wasn't planning on doing that, but we need to do this so you can win, yo. Right? Now, I might want my 50. I'm gonna want my 50. But we gotta figure it out how we can help me get my 50 within the rules. But I gotta be willing to play that. You understand? That's what I'm saying. When I say you gotta be willing. I gotta be willing to play that game. And when you look at the other quarterbacks, the other side, that's what they did for those teams. That's why they got longevity. That's what they did. They was good. Plus, their contracts was worked out. They made sure they stayed good. If I make you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, what they did was they paid the guys early. The Ravens messed up by not paying them early.
Right?
Because they didn't realize what they had. Once that guy made the MVP, you should have paid him then, and that way the market wouldn't have changed. Now you got other guys changing the market. Deshaun Watson, Cleveland Browns.
Well, that just show you that they don't want them.
Yeah.
No. That don't show. That don't show that they ain't won them. Yeah, I'm from B. That don't show that they ain't won them. They didn't honestly, because of my coaching staff. I don't had no faith in the team coaching staff. I love my team. I think we had the capability to win every game, but I think we are not well coached. Everybody sees something. Huh? Say that again.
You let your OC go today, right?
Yeah, OC. Y'all fired your OC. Yeah, y'all fired your OC.
They should have. No, they ain't fired him. They bitched up. They let him resign. That's what he did. He resigned.
He did resign. Yeah, he stepped down.
He resigned. That's the politically correct way to say it, right? And that's all that John Harbaugh is, a politically correct motherfucker to me.
He's a allegedly. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, man, look. So I'm saying that though. So they didn't pay him at the MVP when he did the MVP. When he got the MVP, right?
That's when they should have paid him.
Well, I don't know because I don't do the research, but I do know we be always strapped to the team with contracts. Everybody on our team get paid. So yeah, you understand what I'm saying? I don't know the numbers, right? But I know from history, we've always had some type of contract negotiate some type of stuff. It's just the way that we do business. Even with Joe Flacco, he ain't get the contract till he won.
But it turned out to be a bad contract after he won, though.
But he ain't get the contract till he won. When he bet on himself, I guess it was good as lucrative. He holding the clipboard right now. You understand what I'm saying? I know he paid though. I know he got paid.
When I look at Joe Flacco's fate, Joe Flacco had more to work with as far as team goes with the Ravens,
right?
Than Lamar does.
Right.
Lamar is the team. You lose Lamar, you set your team back 10 years.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Look at our contracts. Our team still, even before we pay Lamar, we tapped out.
Yeah. So if you get the 250, you have no money under the cap to give to anybody else. That's basically bottom line what it is.
So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna trade him?
No, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't. Hell no, I wouldn't trade him. You know why I wouldn't trade him? Because you got a core now. With adding the defense, they added that defense with aspects to win this year.
But they ain't got the 250 to give them though, yo. So what you gonna do?
They got 250 to give them. They got to figure it out. When they come to terms, some way, shape, form, or another, they gotta. That's what I'm saying. They gotta figure it out. No, because I would. We still can tag them. We can tag them for 2 years.
You don't have to sign.
No.
See, if y'all do that, that's bad business, yo. Y'all gonna be like Kirk Cousins. Y'all don't want to do that.
He gonna pull a Le'Veon Bell and don't show up till like week 10.
Yeah. You don't want to do that, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. All right. It got to come from both ways, yo. If you want it to work.
Well, he want to go back home though, so he might not want to work.
If he want to go back home, then he gonna stand on his 10. If he want to go back home, then he ain't gonna want it to work. But the only way that it'll work is it gotta be give and take from both ends. Because you understand, it's understood that we don't have it to give you like that. That's understood. It ain't no way around that. Right? Okay. Ain't no way around it. But we built the team around you because the team solid. Okay. A dynamic wide receiver.
And who's stopping us? You can get Jerry Rice. He don't throw the ball well. It don't matter.
Listen. Forget about what he throw the ball, how we throw the ball. He putting up 30.
But see, yo, the problem is top guys ain't gonna want to come. Y'all lost Hollywood Brown. Y'all lost Hollywood Brown, who is a lower end guy because he wasn't getting targets. How you get a top guy?
We ain't lose him. We ain't lose him. He dropped the ball and all that shit anyway.
He has to be traded. He has to be traded.
But listen though, we ain't lose him. Our receiving core is better without him.
I don't see it. I see y'all still feeding Andrews everything.
Yeah. Well, let's see who the offensive coordinator they bring in.
Every good, right? Because coaching, but every good quarterback has a good tight end.
But that's all he uses.
That's all he need because I'm getting out the pocket.
Justin Herbert don't got a good tight end. There's a lot of quarterbacks that got a quarterback.
He gotta go win the Super Bowl, yo. Come on, I'm talking about
I got you.
About the guy that made that Tom Brady shit. He out. He sucked this year, but if you look through his history, he got tight ends. You understand what I'm saying? You got tight ends. That's where the hole's at on the field. You got yourself a stud right there. That's a problem. Shannon Sharp. The Ravens always have a good tight end. That's what we get. I will need him to put 400 yards in the air, 250 and 150 on the ground. I'm beating you because I'm controlling the clock. I'm running the ball. The fuck? And we got good backs in the backfield. That's why that call, that dive from the 2-yard line is such an asinine play because you got a running back in the backfield, y'all dominating with 6 yards a game, 6 yards per carry. The same thing like we did when we went into the playoff when he broke the record, when he became MVP. you go into the playoff game and run the ball 5 fucking times after you just break records running the ball all year. That's stupid. Fuck the offensive coordinator. Take the head coach with you. That's stupid, yo. Just like you call him, what you call the coach over in San Diego? Big idiot.
Yeah.
Yo,
I call Josh. I call the dude in Vegas Josh McIdiot. Yeah.
Right. Right.
The one in the Chargers in LA, he's an idiot too, though.
So that's it. And yo, so kudos that he stepped down. Kudos. You know what I mean? Kudos.
Well, I mean, we can't forget. This is the same guy that called those 4 plays when he was in San Fran, when they were inside the 5-yard line in the Super Bowl. It's the same guy. So I wasn't surprised with the play calling in last week's playoff game.
Listen, you probably walked to the line. You probably sat up in your chair knowing what play was about to be called.
Absolutely. I'm surprised he didn't call the fade routes because he usually calls fade routes.
He called the same rollout to the wide receiver that don't work that we talked about it with Lamar Jackson about 4 times in history. You understand what I'm saying? He called the same place for Tyler Huntley and it didn't work. But man, yeah, he need to go. But I'm just saying, that contract, he gotta get it a little. They gotta figure it out.
You guarantee him 200 and pay him the other 50? Over 5 years?
I'm gonna pay him. If I'm doing something like that, I'm gonna give him beyond. I'm gonna set the market. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna make him happy. I'm gonna let him know that I'm fucking with you. Fuck with me, and this what I gotta do.
All right, so let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the street. You sold 10 keys, and the man say, "I'm gonna get you on the back end." What you say?
Listen, right now, they got guaranteed contracts though. Right now,
that's what he wants.
That's right. So I'm gonna guarantee you a contract that's gonna blow your mind.
They offered him 130.
I'm gonna guarantee you. If Deshaun Jackson can get, how much Deshaun Jackson get?
Deshaun Watson got
Deshaun Watson. He got 230.
That was a desperate move, by the way, guys.
He got 230.
I don't want to say this, but so
Cleveland
Browns fan. We made a desperate move. We made a move out of desperation. That's why we gave him what we gave him.
But listen though, that set the market. That set the market. That let them know that yo, we fucking with you.
But see, the problem is this though. This is the problem, though, KB.
130 though. They don't think that's a low ball offer.
But see,
that's low as I don't know what they gotta give. They gotta get that man. They gotta get that man. What Patrick Mahomes make 500, right?
Yeah, and they gave him a piece of the baseball team and everything. They gave him
They gotta give him.
He got a ring though and an MVP.
True. So I gotta get him. He got the MVP. He halfway there, so I gotta give him 250. I gotta give him 250.
But you see, KB, the thing is though, Cleveland did that because they had Johnny Manziel, they had Brandon Wheaton, they had Baker Mayfield. They had no choice.
I don't care why they did it. They did it, and he got 230. He got 230. So now I can play better than him. And he got 230. I want 230 plus, nigga. I don't want nothing else. I want 250. I'm to him. I want 250. I want what Patrick. I want 500.
Yeah.
I really want 500. You understand what I'm saying? I really want 500. But I ain't win yet. And I can't handcuff you yet. So yeah, I can see 235 more than what everybody else got, other than and just under than Patrick Mahomes. I can see that, but you got to go ahead. If we got to play the long ball, that's all I'm saying. If we got to play the long ball, if we got to play the long game, then that's how I'm gonna do it. And I might give him 300.
From the Ravens side, though, the Ravens don't want to play the long game because they keep seeing these injuries pop up, which is making them say this is what's to come in the future. So that's what's keeping them from giving them the money.
Because AKB, this is what you gotta look at.
2 straight seasons.
All the young quarterbacks got paid, right? They paid Josh. They paid Josh Allen. No,
you gotta pay him.
Ain't won nothing yet. Nothing.
You gotta pay him. You gotta pay him.
They already talking about paying Joe Burrow. They already talking about.
They're gonna get something crazy.
Yeah,
you gotta
They
pay him.
even paid Kyler Murray. He ain't won nothing.
no.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Miami.
They out there joint talking about Lamar. We gonna think about it.
I'm gonna
What?
go to Miami.
He won nothing, Blue. He ain't nothing.
I'm
He
gonna
won
go to
nothing.
Miami. Look, they probably listen, but this what I see. This is what I think is happening though. I think y'all telling me that they offered them 130
Yeah.
on the market where everybody, right?
Everybody getting two.
The MVP, everybody getting that's a shot at moms, Nick. That's a shot at moms. Like I'm trying to tell you, because ain't nobody else. Somebody else was just like I just sat here and just said that, right? And I know she probably got some good counseling or whatever. But that's a shot, and everybody banking on going into the season. I just think that was a shot.
Okay.
I don't know why they lowballed him like that. Because he worth more than that top 10. Let me put that list up. He worth more than that top 10.
He is. But because he don't have an agent, number one, and working with mama, so they figure they can get a nigga who want to be rich. Let's go ahead and offer him this 130. He'll take it out of desperation.
Yes. The thing is, Aaron Rodgers is set to make $50 million and they do dog shit this year, really?
Nothing.
Right?
So they paid them on the back end.
He lost to Detroit to get into the playoffs. Are you kidding me?
Paid them on the back end, right?
Look at Russ.
Russ
look like dude who want to stick this year.
And he talking about, and he gonna actually come out and say, what I want in a new offensive coordinator, a new coach, is somebody's gonna make. Yo, you talk about let's ride. You thinking about Sierra in the industry, man. You ain't trying to play no damn football.
They could give him 50 over 4. They can give him 50 times 4 years. That'd be 200.
200. And then he'll be getting another contract when he's 27.
Yeah, exactly. Get 45 over 4. I think y'all will be straight.
Because y'all want to do with Dallas there because they cash struck now. They ain't gonna be able to sign Parsons when it's time to re-up on him. It ain't gonna happen.
They're going to give up a whole lot of
because CD coming up as well. They ain't gonna be able to pay them dudes. And when they don't make the Super Bowl this year, what they gonna do? We're gonna still dump the money into Dallas.
They can make that happen with Lamar somewhere in there, yo. Up in that top 3. It gotta be guaranteed.
Gotta be guaranteed. Fully guaranteed.
Yeah, it gotta be guaranteed.
At least 200 of it guaranteed.
Because he kept our franchise alive. Right. We was on our way out with Flacco.
Absolutely.
We was on our way out. They benched season. They benched him.
Yeah.
He came out running the ball. And he put pressure on defenses. I don't need him. I need him at times to throw the ball. He throw the ball deep or whatever. He was getting better this year. Like the play calling just fucking sucked. It sucked, right?
Mm-hmm. I thought they tried to make him more of a passer this year, and he got caught holding the ball a little bit too long, quite a few times.
Right. They try to change it, bro. He got to go out there and play satellite football. He got to go out there and get whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's his game. Exactly. Right.
That's his game. That's his game. And you let him do that. You let him play his game. He going to catch them slipping all different type of ways.
Absolutely. I can't believe these contracts, though. Goodness. Harry got to get up and go to work in the morning. Look at this, yo. Harry got to get up and punch a clock in the morning. These guys out here.
Jared Goff, 33.5.
Jared Goff, are you
Matt Stafford, 43. 40. Dak Prescott, 40. Derek Carr, don't know how to drive a car, 40.47.
Wow.
Kyler Murray, who can't stay healthy, too small. 46.
You gotta pay him.
And he got hurt, torn ACL. He ain't gonna be available. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Look what Joe Burrow. Look what Joe Burrow at though. Look what Joe Burrow at. You know he about to get paid.
He about to get something crazy. When I say 43 times 3, man, I think that's about the best y'all can do. Cut the years, but give him the money. So he'll still be one of the highest paid guys, like 43, 44 times 3.
Matt Ryan's still making $30 million.
All guaranteed.
Matt Ryan made $30 million.
Matt Ryan.
What was Lamar asking for? 50?
I would say 250. I would.
Yeah, he was asking for 50, yo. Because he saw Deshaun get that money.
You go high, they go low. You know how it is.
And KB, Harry from Baltimore as well. Harry from Baltimore.
Yeah, from Baltimore too, man.
All right, that's what's up. You like Cleveland? Where you at? In Ohio or you in Baltimore?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say you was in Atlanta.
I've been liking Cleveland since we lost the Colts, so I just stuck on that. And yeah, we suck. Let me be the first to say it. However, that's my team. So
hold on, hold on real quick because we've been on here hour 55 minutes. I'm gonna log off, but I'm gonna stay backstage, y'all. We're gonna keep talking. I'm gonna log off. Let me sign off. Tell everybody, hey, thanks for joining us real quick, right? We're gonna continue this talk. If you want to see it, we're gonna be on Twitch. That's where we're gonna be at. We're gonna head on over there. We're gonna keep talking this shit. Yeah, man. That's what we're gonna do. So
I gotta get my mic together.
Yeah, you gotta get your light together, right?
You know what I mean? I'm a star in the making.
Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick.
Amazon.
Yeah, get your ring light, yo.
Yeah.
Get your ring light.
Get my joint from Amazon real quick.
Yeah.
I'm in here watching Maryland battle Michigan, yo.
Oh, okay.
There's 5 minutes left. They up 8. 5 minutes left. Second half.
This is crazy, man. I was all freezing today. They ain't never happened before.
So check this out, right? We about to head on out real quick. Thank y'all for joining us. We start getting deep into the conversation and everything. But look, that's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna do it. Y'all like the channel, subscribe to it. We on here every Thursday night right now. Every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll see y'all this Sunday. We'll see y'all with who we got there this Sunday. We got pretty terrible joining us this Sunday. All right, so we'll see y'all Sunday at 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We out. It's your man KB. This Easy on the Eyes podcast. Thanks for fucking with us. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, J-Bone. Everybody that showed up with me today. All right, we out. We holler at y'all in a minute. All right.